Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Magic Duels. So for today's episode we are back with the Jeskai control deck. So for game number 1 we're playing the rank 22 Colm. So I'm currently sat at rank 30. Wondering if I can play a few games over the next couple of days and maybe hit rank 40, but before... what's what I'm looking for? Before we... my god, my brain has gone completely fuzzy here. Yeah, before the Eldritch Moon update drops. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm thinking maybe turn 1 go for a mountain, maybe? Not mountain, a island, just so I can potentially play Telling Time next turn. See how it goes though. Nothing that we need to do quite yet. Might go for the Evolving Wilds and grab a Plains, just so we've got that. Yeah, I think we're going to grab the Plains here. Then we'll play out Clifftop Retreat next turn, and we've got the option to then both Fiery Impulse and Telling Time on his turn. Okay, so it looks like we're playing Elves. It should have been a giveaway. Why do people always advertise that they're playing Elves when they make their deck boxes? It's like, that's like the biggest tell that somebody's playing Elves with the kind of this elvish character. I just have the same character for all my deck boxes, kind of a habit I've got into. Okay, so we do have Reflector Mage here, so I'm not going to play that as there's no point. We do have the Planar Outburst, which will be quite nice providing we can get 2 more mana of any colour. So we'll see what we can find with the Telling Time. We're also holding open the Fiery Impulse to kind of nuke a potential creature that he might play. So see what he's got. Something like a Dwinin's Elite or a Thornbow Archer, something like that. Okay, so we're just going to ramp instead. So maybe he's playing Golgari Control instead, maybe? So in that case, we're just going to Telling Time. What are we going to find? So we're going to grab the Mountain, and do we grab Linvala or the Reflector Mage? I'm going to grab the Reflector Mage just because we've got less of a chance of actually being able to play out. No, actually, I was wrong. We've got 2 white mana. We might have been alright there. But I almost feel like Reflector Mage is probably the more useful of the 2. Linvala is something that we want to play late game. And it's not quite the late game yet. Do you still need that second blue mana for Jace? Although we're not in quite so much a hurry for that at the moment. What's our opponent doing? He's deciding to swing with the Elvish Visionator. I'm just going to destroy that, because why not? Before he gets something like a... what's the one that allows you to sacrifice creature and draw and kind of search for creatures? No, not Evolving Wilds. Oh my god, I can't remember what it's called now. But yeah, so we're not going to play out anything this turn as he has nothing. So we're probably just going to Fiery Impulse something that he might play out. Let's see what he drops here. So we've still only got Golgari colours. So we're either looking at maybe some kind of Golgari control. Okay, so we've got Lissalana Hunt Masters of that. It's just going to be destroyed straight away. We do have Spell Mastery active. Yes, we do. Goodbye, Lissalana. That's not something that we want to have down. Something good here. Another Fiery Impulse. So we're probably just going to carry on as we were. Maybe nuke something else. See if he's got another Lissalana for us to eat. Would be quite nice. So yeah, we are definitely playing Elves, I think is the consensus here. After seeing a Lissalana come down, that's pretty much kind of shouting in my face, I'm playing an Elf deck. So yeah, we really need another blue source would be nice to play out Jace, and we'll also play out a Planar Outburst in case we need it. For the moment, he is not doing anything, which is kind of okay for us. Although he's just wasting my time right now. So yeah, we dropped 2 Fiery Impulsing and Telling Time so far. Yeah, in hindsight, it may have been worth keeping Linvala instead of the Reflector Mage. At least it would have given us something to swing over his head and kind of hit him in the face with once we've got that 5th mana. Especially as I kind of forgot I did already have the double white source, so Linvala was actually a potential card, although we do have the double Reflector Mage, so this could be kind of useful instead. Although this guy can't seem to decide what he wants to do. Come with Mr. Colm. We don't have all day here, or at least I don't anyway. Sounding very British there, of course. There we go. He must have gone AFK or something, I suppose. And he's gone for an Elvish Visionary. Don't really care for nuking that. Not something I really want to Reflector Mage either. I'd rather him play out something that doesn't give him some kind of tempo advantage, such as the Deathbridge Shaman. So I would have to discard a card, yeah. So I'm probably just going to play out Reflector Mage here and bounce that back. Excellent, we've got that 5th mana we need, so we do have the option to Planar Outburst now, which is also good. So I'm kind of gutted I don't have the Lissalana. Sorry, the Linvala, sorry. Not Lissalana, what am I on about? Just because now it would be an awesome time to have it down. I might have even got, yeah, I would have actually got myself a second angel as well, so the token there. So yeah, I'm feeling rather silly that I did not accept that now. Although is it 6 mana? I can't remember. If Linvala is 6 mana, then I still wouldn't be able to play it. And I, again, don't feel quite so bad. See what he's got here then. So yeah, we're looking for one of our threats. So we're looking for something like Chandra. Still can't play out Chandra. We're looking for Gideon, would also be quite a good threat. Linvala was one of our threats, but yeah, this guy is taking his time, which is annoying and frustrating. Come on, matey, we ain't got all day. I'm just looking up Linvala on my phone quick while I'm waiting for this guy to do something, and oh, it is a 6 mana card, so I feel slightly less bad about taking it, about not taking it now. Okay, so we've just played out another Lissalana, so we are just going to destroy that, I think, with the another Fiery Impulse. And he's going to re-soul my Reflector Mage. We're just going to Fiery Impulse his Lissalana. That's nice, and he's just going to swing for 1. Almost wish I kept that other Fiery Impulse back, although we would have been taking a fair bit more damage from the Elvish Visionary for the last kind of like 4 or 5 turns, so... Okay, we do have a Suppression Bonds, which is nice. So what do I do here then? I could Reflector Mage you, but I don't really see the point. I'm just waiting for that blue mana to get Jace down, ideally. Yeah, I don't really want to Reflector Mage a 1/1 Elvish Visionary. I'd rather Reflector Mage, you know, something a bit better. So we're still looking for one of our threats at this point, so he's going to replay out the Deathbridge Shaman. And he's got a Shaman of the Pack, so that's something we don't want to bounce back. So he's going to deal 3 damage to us. And he's going to swing for an additional 1. So, I mean, we could Planar Outburst this. If I get a blue mana, I would be tempted to just Planar Outburst this and toss away something like Suppression Bonds from the Deathbridge Shaman. Okay. Yeah, I think Planar Outburst might be the option here, and then think about getting Jace down next turn. Or do we just get Reflector Mage, bounce back the Deathbridge Shaman, and then see what he plays out next turn? I want to get him to be a little bit more greedy before we have to Planar Outburst here. I do need to get Jace down though to get the card draw underway. That will trade with the 3/2, which is good. Okay, so we're just going to Reeve Soul my Reflector Mage. And he's got a Thornbow Archer. Come on, be a bit greedier. Bit greedier. Okay, he's got Nissa's Pilgrimage, so we know at least one of these cards is a Deathbridge Shaman. And I don't know what the other one is. Well, one of them's now a Forest, that much we know. So I think I may have to Planar Outburst here. Just because I'm under a little bit of duress. If I had something like a... what's my other one? Fiery Outburst? The one that does like... Okay, we've got a Glacial Fortress, which is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't quite do this the way I'd like to, but we are just going to sweep his board. Because we can't keep taking that punishment. So what I might do, if he plays out the Deathbridge Shaman here, I may play out Jace, -2 him. Okay, so he has played Lissalana Huntmaster, which is annoying. And a Deathbridge Shaman, so yeah, we really need another sweeper here now. This is very, very annoying. I wish I'd waited now, but unfortunately. Ugh, that is not what I wanted. I think I'm going to play out Jace here. I mean, he's going to like die basically, but at least he's going to take some of the flak for us. So now we'll bottom you, and we get a Planar Outburst. Excellent, that's what I wanted to see. So at least we know we can sweep the board next turn, providing we aren't dead, of course. I mean, if he has like another Shaman of the Pack in hand. Okay, so he's just playing out a Guiltleaf Winnower, so he does get another token. Come on, play out your final card, that'd be nice. Go for the face as well. Do it. Do it. No, he's just going to go for Jace, unfortunately. But at least we know we're going to be sweeping away this entire board. We do have the Wandering Fumarole to start pushing through damage as well. So Jace, you're a noble sacrifice. I thank you for that. But at least we found our second Planar Outburst. And we can also... excellent, we've got Nahiri anyway, so that is good. So we're going to awaken you. It doesn't really matter because we're not going to be able to swing this turn anyway. And we have to we have to toss away a card, so it's going to be Suppression Bonds. There we go. Just because this is going to allow us to destroy creatures and potentially draw cards that or kind of exchange cards that we don't need. At least we've got ourselves a 4/4 creature now. Okay, so we're just going to go for another Shaman of the Pack. So we're going to take 1 damage. And what else has he got in hand? Is that another forest? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what this card is. Bone Splinters. Okay, so we're going to lose our mana, but you know what? I'm quite happy with that. I'm not really too fussed. I mean, it would be nice to have swung, but if he wants to Bone Splinters that, you Bone Splinters that, because we have just found Chandra. And we've got Nahiri to come next turn as well, so it's all coming up Ollie now. So we can swing for 6 every turn. And we've basically managed to control the board very nicely against the elves here. Kept him at bay, got a bit lucky with that second Planar Outburst, I feel. But you know, you've got to have at least a little bit of luck when playing this game sometimes. I mean, I feel if I hadn't done the first Planar Cleansing, I wouldn't even be in this position now, and he's just decided to leave the game. Okay, good game. Let's move on to another one. Okay, here we are for game number 2. We are playing Bivon Prague. So, this is okay, actually. I think I might keep this, just because I can grab a blue with the Evolving Wilds, and then I've got plenty of red and white for my removal spells. So, you're playing the rank 26 Bivon Prague. So we're up to rank 31 now, very nice indeed. Yeah, I'll start off with the Evolving Wilds, grab a blue source, and then move into a mountain. So we can either Fiery Impulse, Declaration in Stone is coming up, Exquisite Firecraft is also an option. Wow, we're playing another elf deck? That would be really kind of crazy if we were. So grab that island. I mean, we've got a pretty good opening hand to deal with any kind of early game elf pressure, so with a couple of Fiery Impulses. Oh wow, we've even managed to find Linvala this time. So all I really want to draw into now is just mana for a little while. If I could just draw into mana for the next 3 turns, that would be fantastic. Yeah, I think we're actually playing elves again, so we've got a Thornbow Archer here. I may just nuke that with the Fiery Impulse, just because you're pretty tricksy. Oh wow, and he's running a fat... Look at that fat stack. That's like 70 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 73 cards. Wow. Nice fat stack, mate. Nice fat stack. I'm impressed. Very nice. We've got the Telling Time, which is good for us, because I'm probably going to do that to try and find some more mana. So if I see 2 mana in this Telling Time, I'm going to be a very, very happy bunny. Especially if one is a white source as well. So I'm probably just going to declare and stone these at some point, maybe. I'll see how it goes. I'd rather just kind of Planar Outburst them. So he's going to take one more damage here, and we're going to Telling Time. Looking for mana. Evolving Wilds we will take, and do we go for Nahiri or Broken Concentration? I feel as though Nahiri is probably the more useful of the two cards here. Just because it allows us to either kind of redraw cards. So we won't be able to play her this turn, so we're just going to do Evolving Wilds. I mean, I could Declare in Stone both of these, but I almost feel that is a little bit of a waste. I'd rather use it on like tokens or something like that. At least we now have the Fiery Impulse, which can take out a Lyssalana in one hit, which is awesome as well. I mean, these two are going to get dealt with by the Planar Outburst in Eternal 2 anyway. Okay, so he's played out Obnixilis, which is interesting. So we're going to grab that second white source. So he's going to be able to draw cards from this, so I'm wondering if we got any way of dealing with this. We got Exquisite Firecraft, which could be pretty good. It would allow us to potentially play out something big as well. Suppression Bonds would be nice to find. What are we going to grab? We are going to grab a Radiant Flame, so I'm really tempted just to play you out now. Sweep away these two. I mean, we could play Nahiri, toss away something like a Declaration in Stone and see if we can find something better. I mean, Linvala's our only creature which really benefits from Nahiri, so I almost want to like save you for when he plays out something tapped, which I want to exile. So maybe we just Radiant Flames? Yeah, I think I'm just Radiant Flames here. Doesn't really matter how much we do this for. I mean, we've still got the mana open for a Fiery Impulse, which is good. So we can nuke down a Lyssalana Huntmaster. So he's got a +1 Obnixilis, so we want to basically deal probably Exquisite Firecraft you at some point. Just to stop you from getting to your, what is it, -8 ability. So he's played out a Lifespring Druid, so it basically allows him to ramp up a wee bit. Just going to Fiery Impulse you down. And now, just kind of neutralise 2 damage on the board. Okay, we do have Thing in the Ice, which is nice. Do I Declare in Stone the Lifespring Druid just to get a counter off Thing in the Ice? It's tempting, it's tempting. Could do that. And then Exquisite Firecraft next turn. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get rid of it. Let's give him the card. Let's give him the card draw. So yeah, he's going to ping that straight away. I mean, he's drawing enough cards with the Obnixilis anyway, so at this point we're just trying to flip our Thing in the Ice. I mean, he could -3 Obnixilis, in which case we will then just Exquisite Firecraft anyway, so I almost feel as though that is a worthwhile investment anyway. No, he's going to +1 Obnixilis, interesting. Would have thought he maybe would have destroyed my Thing in the Ice. Would have been nice to have some of our Fiery Impulses to activate it, but it's not the end of the world. So you're going to get -1. Doesn't really matter. And then he's going to Shaman of the Pack. Okay, interesting. At this point, we're basically kind of just desperate for mana. Because if we can get Linvala down, it's going to be like Fandabby-dozy. Okay, we do have the Telling Time, so I am going to just Exquisite Firecraft you, however, just because I can't have you -8ing. Maybe could have given it one more turn, but so that puts you at a with two counters to go. So I can block one of you with the Thing in the Ice. So he's going to +1 Obnixilis. It gives us a few more turns to take him down. Could really do with another Radiant Flames. That's what I'm looking for. That's my other sweeper. Okay, so he's played out a Dwinnan's Elite. So So at this point we basically need something like a... Okay, so he's just going to Bone Splinters you, so providing we find a mana next turn, I am just going to be Planar Outbursting. And then he's got, yeah, Dwinnen as well, so yeah, we really need a mana, like any mana that doesn't come in tapped. So we're going to take 7 damage here, that's pretty brutal. 2 elf decks in a row, I can't believe this. I haven't seen elf decks in forever, and they've suddenly made like a resurgence just before Eldritch Moon drops. Okay, mana. Mana! Yes! Okay, that's good. So we're just going to sweep the board, reset everything. We do have Linvala to come next turn, potentially, if we can find the mana for it. So yeah, at least we've got rid of some pretty big threats like Dwinnen. He is still kind of punching himself in the face with Omnixilis, which is good for us, making our life easier in the long run. Okay, so he's got himself a Deathbridge Shaman. Anything else? A Thornbow Archer. Especially what I'm looking for with this Telling Time is probably a mana and a Sweeper. Like another Radiant Flames would be good. How many do we get of that? We only get 2, don't we? Yeah, because it's rare. Which is annoying. It's a brilliant little Sweeper, especially for aggro decks. Okay, we do have Reflector Mage, so I'm going to do Telling Time first, see what we can find. And I'm probably going to bounce one of these back here. We'll grab the Sulfur Falls. And do I grab the Comparative Analysis or the Broken Connection? Kind of want to grab Comparative Analysis just to get some more card draws. So we're just going to play out Reflector Mage and bounce back the Deathbridge Shaman. And then we can get Linvala down next turn, hopefully. Yeah, I'd almost like to get Nahiri down just to like -8 her and swing at Omnixilis' face, but obviously the only creature that can really take advantage of that is Linvala, so... Okay, so he's got another Dwinnen. At least that still can block with you, which is nice. So he's going to swing anyway, push through 1 point of damage. Okay. So he's going to block you. At least this gets us 5 health and not a token, unfortunately, unless he plays out one more creature, which he did. So excellent, that gets us the angel token as well. Did manage to kill our Reflector Mage, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, we do have the Comparative Analysis, but we are going to be dropping Linvala first. Gets us 5 health and a token. Excellent. That's all I want to see. Let's see what he's got. He could destroy Linvala, to be fair, with Omnixilis. So yeah, he's going to destroy Linvala. And he's going to replay out the Deathbridge Shaman. So at this point, we kind of need another Sweeper. Is he going to swing with everything here? I'm assuming he will. So we're probably going to kill you. So we're going to take... So he's going to gain 3 health. So if we kill you, we're going to take 6 and go back down to 4, unfortunately. So we can kill Dwinnen if we want to. So he's going to play... Oh, another Eyeblight Assassin. That's been typical. So at this point, I don't know what I can do to keep me in this. Like, this Omnixilis has been really quite tricksy. Can we... I think I'm going to have to do a Comparative Analysis and see if I find myself a Sweeper. Basically, we need... No, we're dead. So that's fine. You know, Elves got us once. We got them once. So we're going to move on to probably game number 3. Okay, time for game number 3. We're playing the rank 34 Mass. So hopefully we won't get Elves this time, would be quite nice. So yeah, I'm actually going to keep this just because we can get Thing in the Ice down on turn 2. We've got 2 Telling Times to get us more cards, which is quite nice. And we've got a Chandra for later on. So if I start off with the Wandering Fumarole, yep. Then play out the Mountain. Play out the Thing in the Ice on turn 2. We've then got a Telling Time turn 3, Reflector Mage turn 4. potentially also another Telling Time. Okay, so he's got red, black, blue and green. So at the moment we've got 4 colours. Okay, so we've got another Thing in the Ice. So it's almost tempting to try and get a second Thing in the Ice down, or do we just save it in case this one gets kind of removed early for any reason? Okay, so he's got a Nissa. So I mean, if we were to find ourselves a what's what I'm looking for, like a Fiery Impulse or something like that, it would be worth trying to kill you. Okay, we've got a Prairie Stream, so I'm going to drop you. Reason being that will come in untapped next turn because of the Prairie Stream. Because it is a Plains island, this won't, because it then counts as a Plains or an island for this regard, Glacial Fortress won't come in tapped, which is quite nice. So yeah, we can potentially look at maybe doing a double Telling Time next turn if we need to. Also look at maybe doing a Reflector Mage if he plays something particularly nasty. We are vulnerable to a Languish right now, so he has to play out Kalatas. So maybe we want to think about Reflector Maging you back. So he's not decided not to swing with Nissa. So we're going to drop the Glacial Fortress, and then yeah, I think we're just going to Reflector Mage you, and then we can maybe look at scattering it to the winds next turn. Bounce you back now. We won't be able to play it next turn, but we will be able to play it the turn afterwards, so that'd be quite good for us. So he's going to play out Mindrack Demon instead. Okay. So he is going to have to discard 4 cards. And did Delirium trigger? No, it did not. So he's going to be punching himself in the face for 4 every turn. Okay, we do have Gideon, so although it's not really worth playing out right now because it would just get immediately kind of killed by Mindrack Demon. Yeah, it would. So there's no point playing you out, I feel, or is there? And plus one-ing him instead of putting the token in play. Now I think we might just go for the double Telling Time. Just gonna skip attack for now. I mean, we do have to scatter to the wind, so I could actually use this against Kalatas instead, I suppose. So he's already got a creature type in there. So is he going to swing with the Mindrack Demon? I assume he would. Yes, he is. So we obviously can't do anything about that. Deals us 4, although he is dealing himself 4 damage every turn as well. So we are going to scatter to the winds you, which takes a counter off both of these, which is quite nice. Just an additional counter. So what do we got then? Ooh, an Evolving Wilds is quite nice. I think we're going to do 1 Telling Time now, however. Takes another counter off each of these. We will grab the Planar Outburst, and I think we shall grab do we get Broken Concentration or Suppression Bonds? I mean, Suppression Bonds would deal with the Mindrack Demon. Actually, that's kind of hilarious. Yeah, I'm going to grab the Suppression Bonds when we get it next turn. So if we skip attack, actually no, I'm going to attack with the Reflector Mage because he would have to block with Nissa. I don't think he's going to do that. Okay, so we do another Telling Time, so we can immediately grab. So he's down at 10. I am going to pro Suppression Bonds you, which is going to be kind of hilarious. So let's deploy you now. I think we're going to grab a blue or a white. Grab another white just to be on the safe side. Yeah, that's fine. We've got plenty of blue, got plenty of white. So he's going to punch us for 4 again. So we get down to 12. So we're going to go Telling Time. We're going to grab that Suppression Bonds. So this is going to allow us to grab it now. So we'll grab... Oh! What happened? Where did our Suppression Bonds go? Did I do something? Oh, I Evolving Wilds, didn't I? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Poo. Well, that's my massive mistake there. So, yeah. Always Evolving Wilds last when you know what's on top of your library. I mean, I could Planar Outburst here, but that would be a little bit pointless. So what I'm thinking... Ah, hang on. I can actually win here. Watch this. So I'm going to Telling Time. which will flip both of my things in the ice. So what we're going to find from this, so yeah, now I can grab Suppression Bonds, and I'm also going to grab the Fiery Impulse. But hopefully we can just, yeah, he's got nothing, so awesome, so that worked out pretty well in the end. Okay, I think he was about to brutal expulse one of our creatures, but I don't care, he'd already left. We're going to take that victory. And we completed one of our daily quests, although for some reason we didn't complete the other two. Did I not cast a particular colour? I must not have cast a red spell in that particular game, so I didn't trigger either of them, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, that is the end of the episode for now. If I get time tomorrow, I will do one more gameplay episode. If not, this is going to be the last episode before the Eldritch Moon coverage starts on Wednesday, so look out for that. So hopefully I'll get some time to do a recording tomorrow. If not, we're going to be doing a full pack opening on Wednesday evening and potentially the first of the story mode mission, and then on Friday we're going to be doing some deck brewing with the Eldritch Moon release, so yeah, look out for that. So as always guys, don't forget to comment and like, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.